Welcome back, guys. So today I just thought I'd do a quick update on what's happening with the Superminx. As you know, I adjusted the valves and they were all incorrect, so they've been adjusted up to specification now. I took it out for a run and it went really well, and then I took it on a longer run and it wasn't as responsive, so I went back and adjusted the fuel air mix, and it's pretty much running bang on now. I still want to check the timing, ignition timing, and I just need to get hold of a timing gun, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's running now. I've got the battery out at the moment and I've had it on overnight charge because the battery is really at the end of its life. It needs to be replaced. I'm just putting it through a rejuvenation charge. You start the car and then I don't start it for another week, and then it's really hard to start. Like, there's just no power left in the battery, so I need to replace it. It's 7 years old and it's time for an upgrade. We'll put a new battery in it, but yeah, like, this is just a hobby for me. This is not a priority for me, so just when I'm able to purchase parts for it, I purchase parts. I was planning on relining this dashboard sort of in situ, and I have got some vinyl for it, and I got it out the other day, and I thought I'll just sort of lay it over and sort of see how it looks, and it looks really nice. It will look really nice. The only issue is trying to wrap it around these curved edges here, but yeah, it's going to be quite hard to get the wrinkles out, but I will give it a go. This area here where it's all split needs to be taken off. I need to fill that with some fiberglass filler, and sand it all down, and then look at re-wrapping it. But I could just put a piece of vinyl over this area once it's repaired. It just won't look as nice, but I'm going to do it. I don't feel 100% confident doing it, so I'm sort of just going to take my time working through that. Car needs to go on for a warrant in the next week or so. Cars of this age need to be warranted every 6 months in New Zealand, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to tackle this guard and this front valance. I'm definitely going to do it. I really don't like the look of it. I don't like how the paint's flaked off and chips out of the paint and fillers coming off, and so we're gonna get onto that. I've just got to get some gear to take this back. I just need to get like a disc or something to put on my drill, and then take all that off. Just probably don't have to take it right back to metal, but get most of this paint off, try and smooth it out as much as I can, refill it and paint it. It's not going to be perfect, as long as it looks better than what it does at the moment. The other thing I did is I took the car in to a local tyre shop and got them to rebalance all the tyres and have a go at redoing the alignment on these front wheels here. The two front hubs were buckled, and that's probably why this one, when it's up in the air, sort of wobbles when you spin the wheel. But they did balance them out as best as they could. They swapped out the rims and put the two front wheels on the back, and the backs on the front, and I got a new spare tyre because it looked like the spare was an original tyre. It was an old Crossply 14-inch. I mean, it handles okay. It doesn't veer off at all, and you can't feel any vibration through the steering wheel. But they said, the steel hubs the two rear ones and the spare were buckled. So anyway, the other thing is, I gave them the specifications I got for the alignment. They said the toe was okay, but the camber's off, and like this tyre, which is out on the rear left, was wearing on the inside, and they said, yeah, the camber's off. These cars have shims, metal shims up in the top control arm. I think sort of down and behind them, yeah, sort of down and behind here. Apparently what happens over the years is when people hit curbs and such like, they bend and it puts the camber off. Tyre shops used to be able to do them, but they don't do them now. You've got to take it to a specialist. I could do that, or they said you could just keep rotating the tyres and let them wear evenly, because I don't do a lot of kilometres in this thing. It only goes out on the weekends just for a drive. Doesn't do huge mileage. So I'll have a think about it. Like for the cost of doing the shims on the car, I could get a carpet kit, which is something I want to do, is put new carpet in this thing. But yeah, so that's sort of where we're at the moment. We'll wait till we get this wind and fitness out the way, and then we'll tackle that panel work on the front guard and this valance down here. So we've got the battery in now. I've just tested it. It's just over 13 volts. For the next battery, I'm going to have to make sure like I need to be able to turn it around so that the negative's over here and the positive's over here. This is a 430 cold cranking amps battery. So yeah, we'll wait for a deal to come up, and then I'll look at getting one. Just gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that. The other thing I've noticed is that this choke's migrates in on its own. It's starting to wear out, the old choke cable, but I guess we can stick a peg or something in there just to keep it out. Alright, see how we get on. Yeah, it should have been a bit more livelier than that. Just turn it off and we'll start that again. Yeah, it wasn't a very strong crank on that battery, so the battery really it's stuffed. It's at the end of its life now, so I need to get on and get a new one. I guarantee it probably won't start next week if I go to start it, or it'll be very, very, very weak to turn over. Anyway, there are the updates on the Hillman. Thanks for watching. Consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one.